Hi everyone. So the 2024 season pretty much ended today. My good friend Lee Gregory and I, under schedule and license, we actually ringed the last brood of barn owl chicks. These were slightly later than the other ones. It was good news and bad news. Good news that they managed to raise chicks, but the bad news was after having 6 chicks when we first checked on the box, only 2 survived, which was quite surprising because when we actually initially checked on the box with the 6 chicks in, there's about 4 or 5 mice and we think a small rat in the box. So food was plentiful. So we had high hopes of a good clutch, a good brood reaching adulthood. But anyway, we rung the chicks today and there was only 2. So obviously a bit of cannibalism had gone on, unfortunately, which is quite common in the barn owl world. Siblings will eat each other, but that's normally if the food source dries up. So it was quite surprising that we only had 2 chicks. But nevertheless, 2 chicks, both very healthy. We actually saw the parents as well. They were in a nearby barn. So there's like 2 barns on this site. They nest in the one barn and roost in the other barn, and the male and the female were present. So the chicks are getting fed, and obviously the both parents now can concentrate on those 2 chicks to make sure they do reach adulthood. So it's not been a very good season for barn owls, well, in this area, although a friend of mine who lives in Gloucestershire and who has actually helped ringers on the Salisbury Plains, they've had great seasons. It's been a good season for barn owls where they are. So I'm not entirely sure what the reason was for such a poor turnout this year. We really did expect at least 12 pairs of barn owls this year to nest because all the signs were good. Plenty of poo and pellets outside the nest boxes. But then we soon realised then it was going to be a difficult season, and this year I've only produced 3 pairs, 3 broods. The rest, for what I can gather, have not bothered breeding this year. Maybe down to the cold and wet temperatures we had earlier on. But I can't really pinpoint the reason why. But anyway, it's been a poor season nonetheless. But I'll leave you now with a clip of Lee and I ringing the last brood of barn owl chicks. Once again, all work was carried out with schedule and licenses, and Lee is a registered qualified ringer also. Enjoy the video. So Lee is at the top of the ladder. He's just being very, very gentle and careful, and he's taking the barn owl chicks out of the nest box into a cloth bag. He will bring the chicks down and then we'll be able to ring them. So Lee's just getting himself set up. He's got a unique set of weighing scales which I absolutely love. He's got this lovely little tin foil bowl which the barn owl chicks sit in, absolutely perfect size for them, and they just lie down and they're so calm inside them. It's lovely to see.
Got 2 bags this time. It's a bit easier than the one.
Yeah. So we did have 5 chicks in this nest at once upon.
Yes.
From the start. Unfortunately, there's only 2 left. So there's been a bit of cannibalism going on by the looks of things, which is quite common for barn owls. Siblings do eat each other, unfortunately. That normally suggests that the food source wasn't too great, which is sad, but
Yeah, it's a shame.
this is...
At least got 2 healthy chicks.
yeah, exactly. The positives is there's 2 healthy chicks.
Let's see.
Stay there.
So it looks like it could be a female. Got some nice
Oh yeah,
spots.
nice spots there, yeah.
Quite lively with the
A
feet.
bit of browning on the chest.
Yeah, a bit of brown.
There, yeah.
Nice spotting around the side of the
Yeah,
head.
lovely. So a lovely little female to start. That's lovely.
Yeah. First, measure the leg. Which leg did you want to Rich? On the left?
You do the left, so we just know these. Thanks, mate.
So measure leg, make sure it's...
So most ringers around here normally ring, and they put the ring on the right hand side. Where I like to do mine on the left. Just so when we do trap them, we can tell if it's a mine or not.
it's quite a small leg,
Yeah.
like most of the ones around here, so they'll take an FV ring.
Okay.
Some of the birds on the, well, nearly all birds on the east side of the UK take a G ring.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if you can explain that, Lee, why Welsh, well, I don't think anybody knows why the Welsh birds are slightly
Yeah,
smaller.
whether it's food availability or not, I don't know. So,
Yeah. So the west side of the UK, Cornwall, Devon, Somerset, Wales, the barn owls are slightly smaller.
yeah, you've got smaller legs.
Smaller legs, smaller bone structure. I don't think anybody has the answers to it, but like Lee suggests, it could be food source. It could be obviously difference in temperatures, higher altitudes.
Yeah, so the ring's nice. We D them off as well because these are FV rings.
Yeah.
The legs are quite flat, so the ring can still rotate and go up and down the leg.
Yeah.
It's not tight at all. So,
No, it's lovely. You've done a nice job there.
so 58. 3 female.
Stay there. He's a good girl.
No BP. Do the days afterwards. So
Okay, mate.
do a full wing length.
I'm glad you can kneel down like that, because I can't.
They're quite lively with their feet, these ones.
So what Lee is doing now, he's actually measuring the wingspan now.
So complete wing length. Quite fluffy.
Lots of dells to the left on these birds. I think Lee's going to be covered in it now as well.
Yeah. 235. Yeah, 235.
So that is quite a small wingspan, because the others that we've actually run were like in the 300s, 400s.
And we'll measure the wing, how much feathers protruding beyond the end of the pin. We can work out how many days old it is then. So we'll go for the 7th feather. So it's got 11 primary. It's got a very short outer primary, the 11th primary.
Yeah.
So we go 10, 9, 8, 7. So measure from the end of the feather, end of the pin shaft.
So as you can see, he's taking his time. He's really gentle with the bird, and the birds are always subdued. Barn owl checks are really easy to handle normally.
116 millimeters, so we'll be able to work out that one later. 116. Now, time for a weight. So turn the scales on.
This is the bit I love.
They're very cute when they do this.
Just look at this. It's almost designed for a barn owl. All it is a takeaway tray by the looks.
Yeah, 415.
Absolutely perfect.
Good weight, 415.
Good.
Okay.
Now, if I remember rightly, when we checked on this 4 or 5 weeks ago, there was lots of mice inside the box.
Yeah, I remember your photo.
So I'm quite surprised that we've only got 2 checks, because at the time the food source looked pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it is a bit of a surprise just to have only 2 checks inside.
It's amazing, they do keep eye contact with you as well.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
Turn the
Yeah.
head and they're keeping an eye on you.
They're just so cute. It really is a pleasure to work with these.
Yeah,
Really
lovely,
is.
aren't they?
They are gorgeous.
Right.
Right, put
Pop
that
that
one in
one
here
in
for now.
And do his brother or sister.
Yeah. Oh, for your brother. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Male and female.
On his back. Yeah, it's very fluffy. These
They
ones.
are really quite young. These, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm wondering. No, because they were at such a really early stage 4 weeks ago. I was going to say, did some of them might have fledged, but no way.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
just defecated all over the
Just up to
takeaway bowl.
Yeah, so this one's a boy, so no spotting at all.
No spots. Right, let me just zoom in at least so people can see that.
Yeah, so
So
no spots at all on the wing.
yeah,
The breast is got a bit of a slightly brown there, but mostly white,
yeah,
and certainly no spots down the flanks.
good. So we've got a male and female, that's lovely.
Yeah, so measure the leg again. Make sure the ring's not too tight.
Stay. Stay there.
Yeah, that's fine. So less than 8 millimeters. So anything bigger than 8.9 millimeters,
These are different size ring.
needs a bigger ring.
Yeah.
So 59. Make sure we get it right way up. So if anybody photographs them, they can hopefully read the ring.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a mystery why there's only 2 barn owl chicks in here.
Yeah, I'm guessing they. Yeah, it's.
I mean, the weather for the last 4 weeks hasn't been too bad, is it?
No, it's really improved, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And as you say, they had a really nice stash of.
Yeah, mice and
Mice.
Except for one was a small rat, we thought.
Yeah, probably young neck mouse, wasn't it? It was really big.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah. Stay there. Stay.
Very fluffy legs.
Stay.
Quite tricky to see the ring. So obviously, get the ring right first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a bit more. Just want to D it off so it's a bit flatter on one side.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I think this one's a little bit bigger. What do you think?
I think the legs are a bit smaller.
Oh, I
Just
didn't
give
like
it,
it.
just give it a bit more. Yeah, there's a bit less room on the. It's a bit looser, the ring.
Right. I mean, obviously, when they do get to adulthood, the females are slightly bigger than the males anyway. But oh, in a green woodpecker cackling in the background.
There we go then.
Let me just zoom in on those talons a secondly, so people can see how dangerous these birds are.
Yeah, they can, even chicks this small,
Yeah.
they can still draw blood. They're extremely sharp,
Yeah, let
the
me
talons.
just zoom in on them a sec, so you can see the size of the talons there at such a young age. You can imagine what they're like when they reach adulthood. Lethal weapons. Mice, voles, they pretty much don't stand a chance with these guys, the silent assassins. Stay.
Not too keen on the reel. A little bit smaller than the female, but not much. Oh no,
Stay there.
236.
Stay.
Actually, slightly longer winged than the female at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I'll measure that further again. 10, 9, 8.
So obviously I'm making this video for educational purposes and for the school children I work with in schools. But also I like to dedicate this video to my lovely friend Shirley Wood, who was supposed to be with us this morning to assist us, but unfortunately she's not very well and she's going through a tough time at the moment. So Shirley, this is for you, and hope to see you soon.
128. Just the weight. Give it a wipe.
Yeah, stinking, isn't it?
You don't want to lay in your own poo, do you? I know you do in the mess box. There you go. 375. Although it's longer winged, it's much lighter than the female. So the female
Is
is
it?
415 grams and the male was 375.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a big difference between the male and female.
Hmm.
Do you want a photo of these, Rich?
You want a photograph?
Yeah.
So that's a wrap on this one then. Lee's just very, very carefully placing the barn owl chicks back inside the nest box. I'll follow up behind, secure the lid, and we'll basically retreat from this area. Thanks for watching, everybody. Just to conclude, I'd like to dedicate this little video to a good friend of mine, Shirley Wood. She was due to come out with us today to assist us, but unfortunately she's not very well at the moment, and she's not in a very good place at the moment. So this little video is dedicated to Shirley.